Welcome back to the channel, and a bunch of you have been asking me to do another 18-hole vlog, taking it seriously and at a golf course that I don't know. So here we are, I've driven an hour south to Calderwood Valley. The sun's just coming up, I've heard a ton of good things about this golf course and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Well, it felt like a first swing of the day. So I found the tee shot, which is always a good start, just in the rough. The green's out this way somewhere, but I can't really tell where it is. Obviously, I can see a big pond. And according to the GPS, it's 186 to the pond. I'm going to pull 7-iron, just try and get it back in play. 220 to the green might be doable, but second swing of the day, not having a clue where I'm going. I just want this in play. Be good. Yeah, it looks like it's in the right spot. Found the perfect layup spot, lasered it on the pin, and it looks like it's 80 to the pin. Very narrow green. Happy to have stayed well clear of the water and the bunker. And so from here, it's kind of a 3/4, 54-degree wedge for me. Get one on the green and get going from there. Be good. Be good. Be really good. Yeah, straight at it. We'll take that one. Here we go, we've managed to find the first green. It was straight at it, tiny bit short, but no problems there. And then from here, we're gonna have to see what the pace of the greens is like, but looks like it'll be a little bit right to left as I look at it. Simmer. Oh, they're quick. That's what happens when you don't go on the practice green. Well, we didn't want the 3-putt to start, but we're away. So it was a disappointing bogey to start the day, but what can you do? Just driven an hour and jumped out of the car. Big thing though is I find not to dwell on it. So it is what it is. It was a 3-putt, didn't know the pace of the greens, but now we're away. The second hole here looks stunning. It looks almost drivable. Some bunkers up there around the green. So now there's the decision to make. Do you go for the green or do you lay up? Thinking second swing of the day, I'm going to try and find the fairway and see if we can start the round in a little bit better fashion than the last hole. So pulled 4-iron off the tee and got it down here perfectly in play between the bunkers and left myself 70 yards to the pin. Similar to the first hole, let's see if we can get it nice and close. Well, it's not close, but it's on the green. Hopefully you guys are getting a good look at the views because this place is stunning on a morning like this especially. We're going to be downhill right to left, and based on the first green, I'm expecting this is going to be pretty quick. Simmer. Oh, went close, but probably a fraction further past than would be ideal. Yeah, first par of the day. Totally honest, I don't know where the green is here. I think it's a dog leg left to right, so at 300 yards, bigger 4-iron should get me in good shape. And when you don't know the course, sometimes it's good just to feel your way into it. Well, it's right down the middle. 4-iron worked nicely off the tee. It's left me in the fairway here. It's taken the lake out of play and got me around the corner. It's now 124 to the pin and it's an elevated green. Trouble all looks short, so from here I'm thinking I'm just going to feather a 9-iron at it. Really want to get it up there, back there, and just steer away from being short. It's thin. Yeah, thin, but it looks like it's just on the back edge. The advantage of taking more club. Another downhill putt, but hope the camera is doing justice to just how picturesque this place is. I love a country course like this, especially early in the morning. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was trying to lag that one down. It's perhaps more downhill than it will look, and they've been quick. So we're 3 holes in, and I've talked in the past on the channel about chunking your scores into 3-hole blocks, so you're never looking further ahead than 3 holes, never looking further behind. Just to try and not panic, if you like. First hole, obviously, 3 putt from a good position was disappointing, but then 2 solid pars and we're away. First 3 holes done, 1 over for there. Now we've got this beautiful par 3 that's 107 yards to the pin. We'll try and put a good swing on it. We'll have to see. Pin high from the tee shot, but it does look a little bit downhill left, right to left again, which seems to have been a fairly common putt I've left myself so far. Don't think it's that far. Pace was good, but didn't have the turn. So the 5th hole's looking like a pretty narrow par 5, out bounds all the way down the right. Trees on the left, looks like probably a bit more space on the ridge after those guys have played through. Gonna go driver, see if we can find the fairway. Little cut would be ideal. Split the fairway with the tee shot and left 230 into the green. Looks like there's a bunker, a fair bit short, and the space is left, so I'm gonna go 3 wood. If it turns a little bit right to left, it's no problem. Hopefully just get a good strike on it. It's down the right. That doesn't look like a good spot. It's caught the tree. We've got away with it. So a little bit risk reward on the second shot there, but I kind of thought it suited me. If my miss I thought would be left, it'd be all right. So I took it on. Got lucky because it hit the tree and it's come down in a decent spot. So now see if we can capitalize on the luck. Got 45 yards to the pin. Run out. I checked up. Little bounce forward would have helped. Oh, that was online as well. With the pace. Easy par. Great looking par 3. Got 143 yards, but can't really feel it on the tee, but it looks like there's a fair bit of wind down there near the green, so I'm going to try and play some sort of 8-iron. Oh, there's the wind. Yeah, there is plenty of wind now I'm here. All on the wind now. Is that it? Oh, it's short. So I've really short-sided myself. Just need to get this to the front edge. Well, that took off a long way downhill, left to right. So on fast greens, a bad miss. I'm going to try and cozy this one down there. Hope it drops, but nothing crazy. Oh, we've saved one. I will take that and run. We're through the next 3-hole block, parred all of those holes, so no damage done there. Gave myself a little look, had to scramble as well. I think the interesting thing there though might be, it's not perfect golf by any means. I've been between scratch and 2 for a while now, and I think that's one of the things I would emphasize to people. It doesn't have to be perfect, you just got to find your own way of doing it. Par 5, and this one's slightly downwind, so just going to tee it a fraction higher, work on the swing thoughts that my coach has given me, try and put one down there. Pretty straight, we'll have to hope there's something there. Okay, 160 to the pin. It's uphill, but it's downwind quite a bit. I'm going to try and pop a 7-iron up into the air and get it down towards the back of the green, in theory. Kick left. Come down there. There's a big ridge on the right. It might have come down it. We have to wait and see. There's a ridge I was telling you about, and it's come down to the bottom here. Just need a little bit better chip than the last hole. See if we can't give ourselves a look at birdie. Well, duffed it. There's a shame about duffing the chip. A little bit of a funny one, but it would be made up for if I could roll this right to left or in for birdie. Oh, it didn't really turn. Going to be the most straightforward par, but that was probably a dropped shot. But it's 117 to the pin. I'm using the watch, the ShotScope G5 and the laser. It's kind of a crosswind. Massive green because it looks like it's shared with another hole. Lots of water, obviously not really worried about that from here, it's just scenery. Put a wedge up there, know it's going to move, so let's do our best. There's the right to left, and I think there's wind's turned, so it's a bit more into. Shifted a lot, so that's got caught up in the wind. So I think this is the landing spot. Let it go from there. Like I said, the wind shifted when it was in the air, so it's got caught up and just come short. So otherwise, it wouldn't have been too bad. I'm due a good chip though, so I think this is going to be the one. Or maybe not, it just popped up. Not quite got the hang of the greens yet for chipping or putting. Obviously wasn't the chip that I was looking for, but it gives me a chance to make a good putt. Save par and feel good about that. Oh, one bobble. Oh dear. Nine's a fairly straight looking par 4, so just really needs a good tee shot to give myself a look at the green. It's a difficult one to know. There's some trees in the way. Looks uphill, obviously out of the rough, so the bad tee shot hasn't left me with much to work with. See if we can get it round the tree and towards the green. I've got the height I wanted, maybe a bit too much right to left. I was trying to turn it, I'll be a bit too much. We'll miss the trouble. Left myself a chip, plenty of green to work with. Really keen to get a good one in there, start to get a feel for these greens. They pop up, that's my problem. I'm used to bouncing through and it just doesn't, it somehow pops up. All right, uphill, left to right. Want a good one. Wasn't the worst stroke, but not getting it done. Front line got away from me a little bit towards the end there, but that's okay. 3 over the turn. Don't have to play perfect golf, but a couple of good shots could definitely fire this round up. It's not the swing, the balance was shocking, but I don't know, it's down there. We've found the ball, there's a big wind blowing through here now. We're about 50 yards, there's a bunker between me and the pin. Seems to be sitting up a little bit, so I feel like it's going to pop up into the air, into that breeze, so I need to give it a little bit extra here. It definitely popped up, but we're on the green. Can't tell exactly how close, but might have a chance. We put a good roll on it. There's a look at birdie here, which would be a nice way to start this back nine. Would have been a nice way to start the back nine. So this one's a confusing one. All the trouble's at the front, 166 to the back, but the wind can't decide between a cross into or behind. Trouble front, I'm going to go 7-iron, try and put a good swing on it, see if we can get it down there. Tried to hold it against the wind. Alright, it's on the back of the green. I think you have to take that today. It's a difficult tee shot to judge because there's a lot of wind and it's really swirling with a lake in front of the green. So I'm going to take that tee shot, happy with that one. Going to move a little bit both ways and obviously struggled a bit with pace today, but it's a birdie look. Get there. Oh, it's close. 12th hole to par 5. Another one that's big time into the wind. So my thoughts there is basically to tee the ball down a little bit and to swing easy. And to be honest, I've not been hitting my driver well yet today, so I'm going to swing easy again there. Really trying to get a lower one out there, find the fairway and see what the rest of the hole looks like. That should do it. Like I said, in play, fairly low, keep it out of the wind. I've got no idea where this hole goes. So there's fairway down here, but I assume the green's a long, long way round to the left. But I've no idea on the line. So for safety, I'm going to try and go over these trees and find the fairway down there. Again, big wind, but just going to go 6 iron. I think it's the club to carry these trees and put me in play. I think so. So I cleared the trees, I found the fairway. Gonna have a look at the green. So I feel like I did all the safe plays there. Still got 95 yards in, so it's not short, but there's a lot of trouble around this hole. It is safe. Be good. It's got a good chance. Trying to keep it low, play it with the wind. Well, I played a good wedge in there. Challenging little hole, but now to make the birdie to capitalise. There we go. Had to be a bit patient waiting for that. Birdie on the last got us back to 2 over though for the round. Having to be patient. Not playing my best, but one of the takeaways here for me would be that scratch golf, low handicap golf, it isn't the pretty stuff that you're going to see on tour. And sometimes it's literally just trying to find your own swing and find a way to score. 160 downwind, so going to go 8 iron here. And you really just want to throw it up in the air and let the wind do the work for me. Yep, well the wind did the hard work for me on that hole, so I got it up here nice and pin high. Still a bit of right to left downwind, so you just judge the pace and the line, give it a chance. Do it. Oh. Take a 3. Change of tactic here. The wedges have been popping up too much, so I'm going to go 9 iron, try and play it in a little bit lower and see if I can't get it running to the back. I moved a lot. Okay, 115 to the pin, but into the teeth of the wind, so I'm going to try and punch and flight down an 8 iron. Really about the outcome more than anything. So I've got it nicely pin high, which I'm pleased with. Just fraction off to the side of the green, but rather than chipping, just because it's a little bit uphill and because I've not quite got that bounce, I'm going to try and put this one up there. Kept running away, but not too bad for pace. According to the map, it's a huge dog leg left to right, right angle at the top, but I can't really see anything to give me any other guidance, so I'm just going to try and play a 4 iron up the centre. So the 4 iron's got me perfectly pin high to the green, but I've sort of sneaked it through a few bunkers here. Quite an undulating fairway, another great looking hole. I think I might have got away with that one a little bit, but glad that I hit 4 iron. Not knowing where I was going, I think it was the right place still. 90 yards, wind straight across from the side, so for me this is most of a full 54-degree wedge. It has to move right to left in the air, so I'll try and factor that in, but I don't want to go too far right because there's no space there. Yeah, well there we go. That one's nice and tight. There we go. Bounce back birdie. Helps the score. So we've got 186. The wind's really swirling, so it's more on judgment than anything. So I'm going to try and play a 6 iron. See if we can, obviously hit the green would be the first goal, but Start it left, see if it moves a bit to the right. Keep coming on the wind. I'm pretty sure centre of the green, so I started it down the left with a bit of a draw to hold it against the wind, and it was still going strong, safely onto the green, which was the goal from the tee. Didn't want to do anything too fancy there with such a big swirling wind. Fairly flat putt, see if what we can do here. Said it feels like it's going to be quick. I barely touched that downwind. Thought for a second it wasn't going to stop. It has done. Now we'll try and make it. Alright, one hole to go. Final tee shot. As you'd expect, windy. Teeing it down, seeing if I can get one. Good swing. Not try and overhit it and keep this one in play. Centre of the fairway. Probably not my best, but that's been the way today. But sometimes keep it in play, you never know. Managed to split the fairway with the tee shot and left ourselves 74 yards. Figure out this wind and try and hit a good one. Nice crisp contact. Way short, unfortunately. Another poor chip, but we'll see if we can find one last good putt to finish this round off. A little bit uphill, a little bit right to left. I like that. Good stroke. There we go. That gets us into the clubhouse. Great round here at Calderwood Valley. Very much enjoyed.